Gentlemen, today we're not here to mess around. We're diving into the real stuff, the things that'll save you from heartbreak and wasted time. We're going to be talking about why you need to keep your options open until you find a woman who has these 5 non-negotiable green flags. I learned this the hard way, lads. And the sooner you understand this, the sooner you'll find yourself in a relationship that is not just healthy, but fulfilling too. A relationship that will turn you into the man that you aspire to be. Let's get started, shall we? No speed dating. You're not in a race. This is a marathon. You're in it for the long term. Want to know why you need to keep your options open? Because commitment is a big deal. When you commit to a woman, you're investing your time, your emotions, your energy into her. And you gotta make sure it's worth it, right? This goes both ways. Men to woman, woman to man to man, whatever. This ain't about playing around, but knowing that you're with someone who adds value to your life. Someone who is worth committing to. Because once you're in, it's not about you anymore exclusively. You have a responsibility to another person's feelings and their well-being. You have to care. So, you don't want to be jumping ship at the first set of trouble. That's not really fair now, is it? Green flag number 1. She hasn't been with too many people. Now, before you jump to conclusions, hear me out. I'm not slut-shaming or judging a woman based on her path. You ain't got no business judging anybody, but that's not the point here. What we're talking about is values and lifestyle choices. Think about it for a moment, mate. If she's been with a lot of people, it might mean she's not into long-term commitments, that she prefers quick flings over lasting bonds. Or it might mean that she's trying to find something in others that she cannot find in herself. Either way, it could be a warning sign of underlying issues that could affect your relationship long-term. To be fair though, this is not a hard and fast rule by any means. Understanding her experiences and the decisions she's made is important, not just counting numbers. If she's had a few relationships but they've been meaningful and serious, that's not a red flag at all. And truly, some people do go through phases where they experiment, they try everything with everybody, and they genuinely get out of it. You cannot assume that somebody is the same way that they were, because we are not the same person we were 4 years ago. Nobody can argue that. So, that's worth mentioning. But what you want to avoid is someone who jumps from one relationship to another without taking time to reflect and grow. One who plays with feelings. That's not a recipe for a healthy, committed relationship. So, when you do meet someone, take the time to understand her past. Ask about her previous relationships. But not like you're a detective trying to crack a case. And, of course, remember that everyone deserves a chance. We all make mistakes. Like I said, we are not the same person we were 4 or 5 years ago. We are not the same person we were last year. What matters is whether we learn from our mistakes and grow, or do we keep repeating them? Green flag 2. She's got a great relationship with her father, and parents in general, to be honest. Alright, bro, let's move on to green flag number 2. She has a great relationship with her father. Now, I know what you're thinking. What the hell does that have to do with anything? Trust me, it's so much more relevant than you might think. You see, for many girls out there, their father is the first man they interact with in their lives. And this interaction shapes a lot of their expectations and perceptions about men. A woman who had a positive, supportive father figure tends to develop a healthier view of men and relationships. It's basic psychology, bud. Now, that isn't to say that all women who don't have good relationships with their fathers are automatically a no-go. Again, it's not so cut and dry. These are guidelines. That's not fair, and it's not true. A healthy father-daughter relationship can indicate a woman who understands men better, knows how to communicate with them, and has a positive view of them. These are all huge boons for a relationship. When she's got a good relationship with her dad, it often shows that she understands the value of men in her life. She respects them. She knows how to love them. It indicates that she's more likely to be patient, understanding, and respectful towards you as a partner, and she'll probably also like farts more. Find yourself one that likes farts. Jokes aside, these qualities can contribute to a peaceful, balanced relationship where both partners feel valued and loved rather than at odds like the boomers are. Oh, the old ball and chain. No, you're supposed to be with somebody you love. Listen, by watching these videos, I know you aren't one of those losers who think they already know everything. Even if you've only watched one video on this channel, you still clicked on it, and that shows that you have a fire inside of you to start improving. You already showed the willpower. The only thing you need is a path. I've put down 10 modules which you can see as ladders. Every module or ladder will exactly explain to you step by step how to get to the top. From achieving peak masculinity, advanced testosterone optimization, getting women, mastering the game of exchanging value, to actual money-making methods, and even more. I've literally laid the groundwork for you to become jacked, attractive, rich, and of high social status. You don't lack motivation. You just lack the knowledge and trust in the path that you're taking. You can continue messing around in the never-ending cycle of taking paths that lead to nothing, or click the link in the description down below. Green flag 3. She treats everyone with respect. Come on, guys, it's a no-brainer. You don't really need me to spell it out for you, do you? But in the spirit of keeping things painfully clear, let's dive in. Respect is the foundation of any successful relationship. If she respects you, it's a great start, but it's not enough. Pay attention to how she treats other people, waitstaff, store clerks, friends, family, strangers even, because how she treats them is an actual reveal of her true character, and a good indicator of how she'll treat you in the long run, because remember, who you meet in the first 3, 4, 5 months is not truly who the person is. Many women are good at pretending to be a sweet princess for even up to years. Take Johnny Depp's situation. You know how sweet and caring this little devil of a woman was in the first few years? The man said it himself. But after a while, the woman will finally crack. Sometimes they won't. That's why it's important to pay attention to the small signs, small details, instead of just shrugging them off and thinking, it's a one-time thing, or she's just having a bad day, my special lady. If she treats the little man with disrespect, she will treat you the same way during hard times. And guess why that's a problem? She knows all of your weaknesses, all of your secrets. Be careful of the woman who is sweet as sugar to you, but cold as ice to the waiter, or dismissive of her friends. That sweetness will not last, and soon you'll find yourself being the one on the receiving end of that ice-cold attitude. Trust me on this one. Green flag 4. She likes self-improvement. Now, this doesn't mean she's obsessed with hitting the gym or living on a diet of kale and protein shakes. What I'm talking about here is a mindset, an attitude, a hunger for growth. It's about recognizing that none of us are perfect and having the courage to continually work on becoming a better person. Here's the thing. Nobody's perfect. You do not need me to tell you that, and if you do, you're even less perfect than the rest of us. We've all got our baggage, our insecurities, our flaws. But it's one thing to acknowledge those imperfections and another to actually do something about them. A woman who's committed to self-improvement is one who will not settle for less, not from you, not from life, and most importantly, not from herself. She may be into fitness, reading, learning new skills, or maybe she's working on being more patient, more understanding, or more assertive. Whatever it is, she's working on it. She's not sitting around and waiting for things to magically get better. Why is that important, though? Because a woman who embraces self-improvement will motivate you to do the same. She won't let you get complacent or settle for mediocrity. She'll push you, challenge you, inspire you to become the best version of yourself. And even if she doesn't actively push you as much as you need, you'll see her doing stuff, and trust me, you'll get up. You'll grow together, pushing each other to new heights. Green flag 5. She doesn't disrespect you. Now, I know this kind of ties into the one we had earlier, but this one's crucial, and there's a difference. No matter how charming, attractive, or witty she might be, if she doesn't treat you with respect, no go. Disrespect can come in so many forms. It can be subtle, like constantly interrupting you when you're talking. It could be ignoring your boundaries or criticizing your ambitions. Respect isn't just us avoiding these negative behaviors. It is encouraging positive actions. It is about listening when you speak, acknowledging your feelings and viewpoints, being honest with you, and showing gratitude for the things that you do. Men, respect's a two-way street. You gotta give it to earn it. But if you're doing your part and she's not, it's time to ask yourself why you're still in that situation. But be honest with yourself. Do not lie to yourself, because humans are exceptionally adept at self-deception. Disrespect, even in a playful manner, is a red flag. It might seem harmless at first, a joke here, a joke there. But remember, jokes often reveal hidden truths. God, I know this one too well. 7 months, I dated somebody who called me stupid as a joke. Oh, I'm just joking all the time. Well, guess what? If that's what I hear all the time, that's what I think you think. And turns out when we broke up, that is one of the things that she thought. Who would have guessed? If she makes fun of your dreams, your work, your passions, it shows a lack of respect for who you are as an individual. And I want to be clear here. I'm not saying she cannot joke around with you. What I'm saying is that there is a line that should not be crossed. Friends do not break each other down without building each other back up. If she's constantly making you the butt of the joke, it's time to have a serious conversation. If things don't change, well, you know what to do. Alright, enough blabbering. I've dropped plenty of knowledge here, but you don't mean diddly squat if you don't put it into action. So, I want to make you have a pact with me right now. You need to promise to yourself that you will not settle for anything less than you deserve. Set that bar high. Choice is in your hands. Use it wisely. Slow it down. Take your time. Don't rush into a relationship just because you're afraid of being alone or because society tells you that you should be with somebody. Be with someone because they complete you, because they are your other half and you could not imagine spending time without their warmth, their joy, their smile, their personality. Who you pick to be your partner in life is of the utmost importance. Or if you don't want to pick any partners in life, don't force yourself to. It's one big choose-your-own-adventure book, and I applaud whatever path you go down, as long as it's one that builds you up. Take it easy, buds.